Fairheads looks after the benefits of minor dependents of deceased retirement fund members, money that's been left to them after the passing of their parents. And you know, for us, it's about looking after that money, making sure we use it for their benefit, for things like schooling, for things like their daily living needs. And so we go about investing that money for them so that we can stretch the benefit as far as possible. Typically, they come from lower socio-economic backgrounds. The average age of our members is around 10, and they've got about 100,000 Rand in benefit. And so our role is to stretch that as far as possible so that they get the best possible education that they can. My predecessor, Richard Krapelka, and Guy knew each other and spent some time talking about a fund that would give you a better performance than a money market, but was not a bond fund. Obviously, bond fund having a slightly higher volatility risk around it, and so they needed something that was more of a hybrid model, and came up with the Prescient income provider. I think Fairheads gave the initial seed money to that fund way back in the late 90s or early 2000s, and since then it's been a mainstay of all of our funds. In our line of work, we need to deliver stable, reliable returns to our members. We can't lose money for them, and so the income provider fund has helped us to plan better for their future, to make sure that that money can be stretched as far as possible. We're incredibly excited to have been part of the actual formation of this fund, and I think it really has set the tone for income funds in the market. And I think we're happy for it to continue being a big part of our funds going forward.
Prescient Income Provider Fund is our flagship fund, which has grown to be #1 in its category. It's been there for over 23 years, so it's always followed Prescient process, and the way we go about managing the fund, it strongly aligns with the Prescient values.
Prescient Income Provider Fund is a fund that's very close to our hearts at Prescient. It's been around since the start, 23 years ago, and really has delivered on our promise to our clients of hitting our return target of CPI +3, but not losing their money over a very short period, which is 3 months that we target.
So at Prescient, the most important thing is to understand the client. So we have a different tool set or toolbox that we use. So it's a multi-asset fund. We scrutinize every asset class to ensure that the volatility is not high, and we manage risk carefully, because we don't only want to preserve capital, but we want to ensure that it grows with inflation. Since the inception of the fund, we have managed to generate CPI plus target throughout all periods, which has been impressive since the start.
The Prescient Income Provider Fund creates that certainty for our clients. We target to not lose their money over shorter periods of time, and hitting our CPI plus targets. And doing this consistently through the last 23 years, the clients have come to know what the product's about, and we've delivered on that promise to our clients every year for the last 23 years.